Don't ask me a motherfucking thing. This nigga here, Nipsey, is off the goddamn chain with this bullshit. I want to take a break, but I'm trying. Yeah, I got my hair fixed. I got it. I put a blowout and some Afro sheen up on it. Pushed it up a little bit. Laid it round. I got my little hairnet on it because I ain't wanted to mess up. Shit, got my blood running down my goddamn eyes. Because I see a bitch, I'ma stab in disguise, goddammit. Yeah, I got my hairnet on to keep it freeze it in place. She's long down in the back. She's growing. She got a little piece like long down, like right there. Well, yes, baby. Michael said it's finna be another FBI raid on these motherfucking niggas. Gonna be back down here in Atlanta. They need to go down in Dirk House. I don't know if the nigga got an underground area or fucking basement. Said his girlfriend that he lived with is with that shit, covering that shit and doing that dirty shit that nigga with. You know. Ooh, thank you. I'm glad y'all like my hair fix. My new hairdo. I got it hot curl from the beauty shop. I got a hot oil treatment in it, goddammit. Cause this motherfucker gets a little bloody. He have to wash it from stabbing bitches and chasing bitches down in the goddamn woods. This man's been talking to me all fucking day. I done wrote down what the nigga said, goddammit. But try to move quick. I had to wait till the phone charge up. It's Michael Myers from Halloween. Nigga on a killing spree right now, goddammit. Jason, goddamn Halloween. Yeah, he got his set of knives, his knife set. I'm trying to get it out the way, V. So this nigga give me a break. I'm trying to get all this shit out that nigga want to say for the summer. Because you know we in the Jason period. July, August, September, October, November. Wait a minute, hold on. I got to breathe. You know how the nigga breathe like he in Lamar's classes. Goddamn having a baby on his 9-month pregnant, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try to read y'all some of the shit that Michael Myers done goddamn said. And you know his movie Halloween is coming out. He already got a promotion date and shit. They running his promotion. Yes, I think his movie gonna be out near Halloween. It's a real interesting thing that he said. He said they have flipped the magic upside down. And right now, I didn't know it too. This is dealing with Babylonian magic, Ishtar, and Tammuz. Also, Inanna, several names for her, and the Statue of Liberty, just like you seen Wendy Williams dressed up with the Statue of Liberty, which telling me something will go on with Homeland Security, the feds, and New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, California, and the military. More drive-bys and shit, as you see. Like I told you, it amazes me when Vaughn told me there were private hearings and a white judge, like a federal judge, an older white man, in a private hearing. And I seen these people on a screen, like a video screen, because they were talking to them on the video screen from out of town or on the screen because for COVID, they're not having an open session. Now, see, that was federal. A Fed case on Vaughn when he told me to tell his mama to get him a lawyer last week. And you see, when I was doing the readings over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you see, that's when they raided Lil Durk house Sunday. I see it's being reported on news, on YouTube and on the news today that there was a raid. That raid did not happen today. As a lot of you know that have been following my reading with Nipsey and Bond over here. That reading, that raid happened over the weekend on Sunday. Correct me if I'm wrong. It didn't happen today. It happened Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia. They looking at Dirk as well as his brother D thing that had something to do with that FBG Duck assassination. They was tied to that, but also his homie Get It Back in Blood. Dirk was tied to Vaughn, and now they said that Pooh Shiesty is in federal custody, going through changes mentally and emotionally in there. So I don't know if Pooh, my dog, is really Shiesty, is talking. Michael Myers said that it's getting ready to be another bust with these feds investigating people more, coming in people's house, raiding their house, more shootings, and drive-by. A lot of Getting It Back in Blood right now, because Michael Myers said his spirit have been released. He said that when people look at these cartoons, these children, these horror stories, and they think that, that's entertainment and shit, they release that spirit on it. It comes off as Michael Myers, but it's really a deeper spirit. And then when a person like Bond did, like Bezu did, like a lot of people love these characters, Michael, Pennywise, Jason, all of these characters, Night on Elm Street. When they get in a position of power or money, or they want to intimidate or become killers, gangbangers, they'll call that spirit back because it's in the subconscious mind of the person. The paleo mammalian mind, which is the satanic mind, the lower self mind, subconscious mind, and it's already hiding there like a demon. It will activate within the consciousness of the person. And he brought up, Michael Myers is extremely intelligent. I really enjoyed him. And Pennywise, these beings are very intelligent. He said he is from outer space. He's from another galaxy. He said they called him up through demonic rituals in Hollywood and actually through NASA programs as well, out in space and other dimensions and other planets. He said he is also connected to the Dogon, Credo Mudwa. He brought up Credo Mudwa that was with David Icke, who interviewed him. I think Credo Mudwa from the Dogon people might have died a year or so ago. He came up in this reading because this is tied to Sirius the Dog Star. And if anybody is aware of Sirius, you can Google this right now because I'm still learning this. I think right now Sirius is very bright in the sky. Sirius is one of the brightest stars, and there's Sirius A, Sirius B. It looked like they showed me a Sirius C or D, another planet behind the star system Sirius. And then Michael mentioned Orion's belt. Orion, the North Star, Big Dipper, Little Dipper. Oh yeah. But you all that think this is a joke here, Nipsey is funny and he real silly. And I'm silly too, so he bring out that inner child in me. And he brings this shit out, but then he ties it together because these are entities here inside of these characters that you see on television with these cartoons and these horror stories. This is an entity here. And it's been blowing my mind because it is so intelligent and how it has been talking to me today. He mentioned Harriet Tubman. He told me, starting in Atlanta, moving all up to New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, LA, Vegas, Mexico, and out of the country, he said, we flipped the game on Harriet Tubman, and we are in every race. We dominate every race. He mentioned Pleiades, or the people from Pleiades, and the Nazi system, which be the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale rays that are really E.T. beings that inhabit that race to dominate the planet and take over them, and a reptilian serpent god. He mentioned constellation of Draco. 6 God. Draco, the dragon, which would also go back to that serpent Lucifer that is in charge of the planet and over NASA, he said, military and government. He mentioned the invasions again in the U.S. and martial law. He said, we flipped it. Harriet Tubman is not going to lead her people to the promised land because the Underground Railroad we control, we dominate. We move through the Underground Railroad in Atlanta and then all the way up the cities because we are still involved in human trafficking, child sex rings and trafficking and organ trafficking, black market, because we need the organs to survive. A lot of these high-level people are infiltrated, possessed with extraterrestrial beings from the other realm. That's one thing he said they do in NASA. They activate those beings and start cities up there to move into outer space and to dominate this planet and to dominate space, because Lucifer is also an illuminated bright and morning star. Extraterrestrial, not always extraterrestrial, but also part extraterrestrial, and controlling and dominating different star systems and galaxies and moving through the black holes and the stargates. Like he said, they came from Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, other cities where they stole the rights, embedded, mated with, had children with, and then stole those cities, those technologies and sciences, lining up with astronomy, astrology, and black magic and white magic from the original Egyptians. Also mentioned Ethiopia and Eritrea. So Ethiopia would be dealing with the Bible and the secret magic of King Solomon. And what is it? I gotta read it here because it's escaping me what they said is tied to. You know, that's supposed to be like with the Garden of Eden and the original Bible, and the spiritual people came from Ethiopia. And the original Ethiopians and the high priest of Ethiopia, the high priest of Eritrea, the high priest of Egypt. So let's look over there and see why he keeps leading me there. Nipsey keeps leading me to the Red Sea, which is on the side of Eritrea, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. He said there's getting ready to be upheaval in the oceans. And he mentioned Australia again. And a lot of catastrophes. He said there are underground bases and bunkers under the oceans. Out of the oceans, we control them. Under the ground and underground cities and military. And that's where we are dealing with people and children and the extraterrestrial beings that will blow your mind because you don't even know they exist. As well as the fake extraterrestrial, they're going to look like coming out of the sky, UFO ET, that is just to break down and cause the people to submit to this particular system. He said, we hijacked the agenda. Harriet Tubman cannot save anybody. All these black people that are in power, we took their philosophy and they're preaching this philosophy in public, but they are really against it. They have sold their soul to the devil. And they will help us lure black people in to then crucify them and eat their flesh, drink their blood, and pluck their organs and put them on the black market until a particular time. He's saying right now they rule it, and this is a trick. He said Star Belt, and then he mentioned Orion. I think Orion is right next to Sirius. Also, you know, there is a goddess right now because you're getting ready for the flood of the Nile River in Egypt. And there's a goddess that also deals with fertility, rituals, and rites. Her holiday is coming up right now, and she's connected to the Trinity, Isis, Horus, and Set. This would be the goddess Sapdet. And if you look right now, look it up while we're talking, you can tell me. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky, brighter than the North Star. And Michael mentioned the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. They're dealing with constellations and moving through them to activate their rituals on us, on the people, on the bottom. And this goddess Sapdet, she's also known and connected to the Sirius star, the dog in the guard. I also said during my lectures starting a long time ago, vagina power, penis power, sperm power. One of my lectures for penis power is the dog in the God. The D-O-G, but backwards it is also G-O-D. A dog is also a God when he rises in his higher self. So when you're dealing with goddess Sapdet, she's also connected to Sirius, the dog star, July, in July. July, it is high. The Sirius star is high in the sky. Where are we right now? July. Jason Pirrot. So women, do your fertility rituals, do your fertility magic, do your sex magic with the right man and clean and detox your body and raise your vibration. Do a lot of rituals of cleansing and fertility and elevating your consciousness, your mind, your body, your spirit, and getting rid of anybody that's negative, because we are in this period right now of the goddess Sopdet and dealing with fertility and getting ready for flood during the now. Also, she's connected to the deity. This deity connected to Orion, Isis, Horus, and Osiris, and also Anubis. So she's like the female side, too, that matches some of the Dogon, god and goddess. Also, they were dealing with the mask, Dogon cosmology, and the priest and the ancestor worship. They also deal with mask. So when you're dealing with Dogons, one of the goddesses of creation is Amma, dealing with the sex organs and sexuality. In Egypt, the other side of Amma, some compare to Amen. That's the masculine side of Amma. You have a male and female side of them, and the Neteru. The Neteru would also deal with the principles and the right and wrong if you study the Neteru. Okay. So he also, they're saying the binary system is Sirius is a binary system, an A-B star system, and there's a 50-year movement. So something happens. I don't know where we are in 2021, but there's a 50-year. Every 50 years go by, there's some type of celebration or some type of shift in energy every 50 years with the dog star Sirius. And guess what? The holiday for the goddess Sopdet, dealing with the Nile River in the summer, and fertility rites, and agriculture, dealing with agriculture in Egypt. Her holiday is July 25th, 2021. So see, Nipsey is bringing me this information starting in July. You see that with Bond in here riding with his ass during the Jason period. July, August, September, October, November. These are very heavy ritual periods, heavy sacrifice periods where a lot of police, bloodshed, murder, setups, drive-by, but also protection and purification and sex magic rituals need to begin. So some of y'all need to be fucking to raise your energy and stop fucking the one that's lowering and binding you in the energy. If I'm correctly pronouncing it, it's Axumites, which be the Ethiopia, the original Ethiopians. Oh yes, and dealing with the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia. So Michael and Jason are working together. But let me tell you what he said. He said we're also dealing with the Nazi agenda. We have Nazi doctors in the United States deliberately sterilizing and killing and experimenting on people of color. They've secretly done it for years and got fame, fortune, and money and recognition to do things like this. So it's a Hitler agenda. He said this is a Masonic agenda tied to the Pope and the nuns, which a lot of them are heavily satanic and actually have been murdered for what they know or helped to murder and sacrifice babies. These nuns, while they were in the monastery with a lot of these demonic priests, said that they control all the serial killers, and there's a temple of Set at the Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Aquino. Aquino died, I think, last year, but he was the one that was in the army and had the first Church of Satan in the army. I think he also dealt with Anton LaVey. He wrote papers called the Mind War Paper and then created a book in the Church of Satan, also under Madame Blavatsky, dealing with the Pope and evil master nuns. Madame Blavatsky is highly recognized, and a lot of people study Madame Blavatsky. You can see these things, look these people up on YouTube in this public. And the Hitler Nazi program, that's who Michael said he's under. This ET is under, bringing this energy into this space to try to dominate this world and destroy all indigenous. Okay? Said he's still trying to work with a race war, KKK, Operation Paperclip, Albert Pike, which would deal with wars coming in KKK, Dracula, the clown demons, and John Wayne Gacy, who was raping and killing little boys and young teenage boys and burying them in the house. The Zodiac Killer, the son of Sam, which is really the son of Ham, which under a organization, I think it's called the Finders, but acting like they are a organization to help people or educate people when really they teach them to be serial killers, and they do human sacrifice and they give their soul to Satan and their allegiance to Satan. They also study under hermetic occults. When you deal with hermetics and vibrations, you'd also go back to Egypt. So Anton LaVey, Aleister Crowley, he mentioned the Church of Scientology, the military and underground alien NASA programs. He said the child abductions are getting ready. They're increasing right now, along with female abduction, because they want to do something with the female cervix and the uterus and the eggs, the fallopian tubes. He mentioned, again, the Pope. He said he was taught under all these systems, but he's not from here. His name really not Michael, but if you're also dealing with Michael, you're also dealing with the Archangel, the high vibration one, who fights with Satan and actually jump on Satan all the time. He is like really the high warrior he's the apple of God's eye, Archangel Michael. But really, he said that's showing you one way, Michael, but on the other side, he comes off as evil, but really that's the flip side of Michael. It's a deception and illusion. Okay. Said they're dealing with the MK Ultra. There's child sex, slaves, rape, satanic sacrifice, cannibalism. They love the flesh of children. Cooking and the dollhouse programming, where they get some of these women, they're not killed. You might think they're missing, and they show up 5-10 years later. They program them to have a lot of split personalities to manipulate, control, and handle people that they put them on. So these spies are controlled. They're controlled people. They're entertainment. He mentioned the movie Mission Impossible, the actor Tom Cruise. He mentioned FBI serial killers. He said they have a list of them, but also some of them work with the FBI and work inside of the FBI's inside agenda. He mentioned the characters Eddie Monster, the Addams Family, Hannibal Lecter, Interview with a Vampire, which again is Tom Cruise. He mentioned Will Smith in that movie I Am Legend with the dog, which would deal with the God and the Dogon. Remember, that's the dog star. Sirius is the dog star, the God star, the brightest star right now, and it is blue. Some people say it shows up as blue. What are we dealing with, Nipsey Blue? Because he is bringing this information. He's telling me to bring it like this, and then they come in here and they talk with me and with Nipsey. Okay. He mentioned Little Derek. He mentioned Hitman in the movie Hitman. And he said there are industry wars right now, and the snake and the dragon god Draco is rising. He mentioned a military experiment called the Philadelphia experiment, where they can move through time and make a whole big ship disappear. He mentioned ocean underground operations. I can't get into all of it because I know how the phone is, so I'm trying to just drop some of this while I can. I don't know if I'm coming back with Michael. Because this is a heavy energy, but extremely brainy. If you watch this character again in the movie, you see how this character, he might not talk, but he's a thinker. He strategizes to set up and kill motherfuckers. And then is very physically and athletically astute and very, very strong at good at him and a motherfucker in. One I saw, I couldn't believe it, Michael in New York City. And you know them some of the roughest motherfuckers in the world. He killing bitches and stabbing niggas and shit in New York City. Goddamn it, in one of them damn Michael Myers neighborhood. One of Michael Myers series. I seen up on YouTube. I could not. That shit was funny as hell. Okay, I dealt with Michael Myers Halloween. You mentioned the Jason period. We're right in it right now, so you better protect yourself, y'all. He mentioned Jim Jones with the Kool-Aid coming from LA and Jamestown. Charles Manson. Demons say they have opened the CERN portal with Shakti and Shiva, which is what them fires that you see in LA, what you see in the ocean. What's that, Mexico? What did they call that last week? That part of Mexico where it's burning out of control with the oil rigs. Mention cell mapping and DNA. They're cloning. That's why they like to not only kill and test people, but also experiment with them. He said there are planets behind Sirius, and there are 3 planets with power of a red dragon and the ET family of powerful red serpent dragon. This dragon looked red to me. With a whole family of demonic entities coming down to the earth and coming through the NASA portal. When they go up there and open them up and they come back down, they bring them down with them. So these different storms, fires, winds, those are entities behind them, and they release certain catastrophes, just like in certain countries right now, I think Australia. They're having problems with rats and farms and upheaval and fighting, shortages of food and water and grains, and said that is coming to the United States, and it's already starting to come to the United States, and murder and mayhem with their shots and disease and people having conditions that they said that you will not have, but they are having these conditions. And with these designer drugs that I've tried to warn you about, and with these fake weeds, saying that the Dracos, they rule the world. And he has all of the old world scrolls from Egyptian underworld cities and underground and under all the oceans, Lemuria, Atlantis, the Nazi doctors operating in the U.S. for money, power, fame, and fortune. And to create cloning and to kill a whole race of people, indigenous people. Create diseases, create cures that don't work, that ultimately lead to the death of the DNA of the person, and then alter it, dealing with the Terminator cell. But use it for themselves. Oh boy. What am I missing? Because I'm trying to get in as much as I can. Remember that date. Because we are moving to July 25th right now. We see the celebration of the goddess Sopdet and the Sirius. And she's known for being over serious in fertility and sex. A lot of this is tied to sexuality, pussy and dick and sacrificing and set up energy and money and fame and fortune. That girl with Dirk is just as sneaky and treacherous as him and hold all his secrets, and she's bound because she don't want to go to jail. And she don't want to deal with legal issues, and she don't want to leave him alone. But she might end up having some legal issues associated with it, and a child that she has with Little Dirk, and she's a part of this organization of organized crime that Dirk is under. This just dropped on the floor. I just picked it up. Dirk, girl that lived with him, has taken an oath with him and bound, so she is going to deal with certain issues he deals with now. And she's looking at the money and the recognition as being his baby's mother. That's all she cares about, and I hope it doesn't take her down or destroy her. Okay, yes, I got that out. Want to get all of that out first. I don't want to run out of time, because you know how these entities can be. You know how these phones can be. There's a lot of treachery and two-facedness and backstabbing here. And it goes back to Dirk and D-Thang, Pooh Chaiste. Ooh, I like my booty so icy. And Bezu and getting rid of hella bands. So it's hella bands. Vaughn, Dirk, and Zoo. Bezu. This thing is going in several directions that the public doesn't know about as we speak. This is federal. I told y'all this was federal last week. Now I see why Bond took me downstairs in that jail. He said in Atlanta. This hearing was going on right now because the FBI announced this, and the FBI was also in Atlanta and the FBI in Atlanta raided Dirk's house. And there's others associated with this that they are not naming right now, but they checking the list and they checking it twice. They gonna find out who naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Satanic Santa, Satan is coming to town. How much time do I have here? Because I know, yes, my name is Pooh Shiesty, and these big dicks have made my booty so icy. Okay, that's 54. Because this entity is very cerebral. There's a method to all of his madness. He doesn't do anything by accident or chance. This nigga get in your ass, goddammit, when you at your weak spot and he caught your ass slipping. And if you ain't watching yourself and learning what you need to, this nigga will catch you slipping. And see, the thing about it is, this thing is not a physical being. It will move through people and circumstances once you take... Oh, you want me to breathe a little bit? Hold on. I have to watch this thing, because this motherfucker start damn tapping motherfuckers that they want to goddamn get on and stab after the fucking live, man. So I have to talk to this. See, you see him? See, he getting active. He getting active, goddammit. I have to what? Look. Don't do this. Don't do this, Michael. See, he a little more structured than goddamn the clown. Like my nephew used to say, he watched that goddamn movie when he was little. He told me, I don't want to see the clown. Not the clown. I don't like that clown. Oh, mama, I'm scared of that clown. See, that clown, he get more animated with that shit. He go wild and get excited when he see all that goddamn blood. Michael sit back, and you don't even know the nigga there till you turn around and motherfucker. Man, I wake up and see some shit like that in my house. Nigga ain't gonna have to kill me, cause just to see some shit staring at me, I have a heart attack or kill my goddamn shit, cause you ain't gotta do nothing to me, cause that shit'll fuck with me so bad seeing some shit like, and you wake up, nigga ain't saying that shit. Every time you move, the nigga move. Whatever you want, that nigga on. Whatever you with that motherfucker with, got to see, and then the nigga can run, and nigga athletic and shit. Now, you remember in the movie, you shoot that nigga get back up and shake that shit off and brush and pull the bullet out, goddamn it, and come, yes, yeah. I don't know why Nipsey's doing this. I don't know why he's doing this to me. The niggas a cat. I didn't know. I ain't never fucked with no Leo niggas. I ain't never had no Leo friend. I didn't know no Leos do no bullshit. Him and Vaughn is with this goddamn shit. That's why I be so good to them and feeding with them. They wanted some red velvet cake and shit. Whatever they wanted, I gave it to the niggas, goddamn. Because these niggas done goddamn really throwed down with this bullshit right here. I'm trying to get this out of the way so the niggas can let me have a goddamn break. I don't think they finished yet. Because they showing what is out here in these streets. If y'all so say these people, y'all better bag the fuck up. Because I'm telling you. It's a war. Real dirty shit. And ain't nobody going to be able to stop. Because they done activated, open portals up and activated very heavy demonic business. Get it back in blood energy. You're not going to be able to stop it until it completes its cycle, which we are in right now. the Jason period. And then Michael has this movie. The Candyman has a movie. They're going to put this stuff out that's going to go hardcore when they releasing and advertising that shit that hit whatever screen you watching. It's going to come into your house and your conscience. I'm not watching this shit. This thing, I'm glad they ain't dived on me. I mean, they just like to sit over here and talk and share shit, and they wanted me to share it with you. They like it when they get to show their outfit and they mask and shit. Like I had brushed his hair down and let it just lay. I sprayed it so it could lay and dry. I wanted it set just like this, goddamn. See, I ain't worried about doing that to me, goddamn. Because see, they like, I do what they ask me to do. Yes, the purge is coming. You see it? You see it. See, the nigga had on move. You see, I had set it. I put some of that goddamn gel on it. And slicked it down, put his hairnet. Then got that part, I was going to trim it, but he said, no, just clip it a little bit, let that, he got a little shag in the back, goddammit. Got his teardrop on his eye. So he stabbed these niggas in their ass when they tell lies. Because he realized the real lie, goddammit. Nigga be lying, he don't say nothing, he just look at him. Next thing you know, nigga stabbed out on the ground. Ass open, intestine across the room, goddammit, for playing with Mike. See what I'm saying? Hey, Mikey. See, don't play with Mike, goddammit. So I ain't play with him. I did what he wanted me to do. You know, fix his face and shit and lean his hair down. After he wanted to put some more red on there to, you know, drink. He said, nah, I'm good right that's like that, right there. And I had got a special brush and I got that rat tail comb. I put that gel on and I eat the egg down with my rat tail. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with Nip. I'm tired of him doing this shit to me. I'm finna go goddamn open my door and pray and burn my damn incenses. Thank y'all for donating to me and having my back. Keep on donating me and support me so I can cook these food and these damn monsters and shit they send in here. You know, I can read them and entertain them so they won't dive on my damn ass. I'll talk to y'all soon, love.